All right, some casual gameplay of EA's WRC 2023 on PS5. I'm just going to continue on with the career. I decided to buy the game, and I ditched Generations. There was a few weird things I didn't like about Generations, which was really stupid. Listen here, hippie. Nobody asked you. Go to repairs. Excuse me. Recommended repairs. Let's do that. Confirm. Great. Yeah, stuff with delivery, changing cars. Oh, would he just shut up? And I just found it really frustrating that I couldn't do that. In that game, at least I wasn't able to find it. I was spending so much time. Eventually, I was just like, you know what? Forget this game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's not what I'm saying. But I was just like, forget it. I am using a controller. I haven't set up my wheel. Too lazy to go under my desk, pull it out, and all that stuff. So I'm going to play a couple of cams here. Remember that I'm not the best at these games. The main point of them is to just have fun. Showcase the game. It's like a gamer vlog. I always say the same line in practically all my videos. You've got people that go to the dollar store and they're like, oh, look, I just bought this mug for like $1. And people are giving those people attention. So why not someone like me? There's the second view. Go in here for a little bit. Wrong side of the road, jackass. I still find it weird to drive on this side. Like to have the steering wheel on this side, it's just so bizarre. So we're looking at the lighting, the reflection, if there's any kind of stuttering, all that fun stuff, any weird oddities and anomalies in the game. Showing you the different views a little bit, as much as I can. I'm probably not going to make too many videos on this game, not that I don't like it. Oh, shit. Because it's not a part of my rotation for my main go-to games, although I do like it a lot. This is more of a game I prefer enjoying on my own, to be perfectly honest. Not really something I enjoy recording. I want to use my steering wheel, not use the microphone, because the boom arm for my microphone will get in the way. I won't even really be able to use the steering wheel, to be honest with you. Or it'll be difficult. American Truck Simulator, that's one thing. Forza Horizon, not too bad, but I've made so many videos on that game. Cars are 1,000 times more grippy, or just easier to play. If you think I suck at this game, you haven't seen me play Generations. Naturally, I'm a lot better with the steering wheel. This will also show you the length of the tracks. I did select short for the career. Kind of give you an idea as to the pacing from one level to the next. But yeah, since most of my driving games are on PC, I should have done the e-brake. And on the Xbox, I figured I wanted something, whoops, on the PlayStation that was noteworthy. I don't really like Need for Speed, like the last one, how it ended up working out. I still play it, but I have a hard time making decent money so I could buy all the cars and stuff. I'm just kind of letting you have a moment there where you can hear the sound. I gotta readjust my mic. There we go. Don't really care if I win or lose, if I do bad or good. That's not what this is about, or any other game that I play for that matter. This is generally the view... Oh, little screen tearing. That I use when I have a steering wheel. With the controller, not so much, but I do find in any driving game, inside the cockpit is where I generally get the best handling. Playable, but definitely annoying. A lot less poppin' than Generations. Definitely a lot less poppin'. That's like definitely noticeable for me, but there's screen tearing. What I like about the screen tearing, you might be thinking to yourself, what? Is that it doesn't lag the game when I'm tearing. There's different kinds of tearing. Like there's like a little bit there where it's almost wavy. It's like you're on mushrooms. The game is still going, but there's no like severe lag spikes, at least for me. Hold on a second here. There we go. Yeah, so I think a race is roughly close to 10 minutes, which for me is not too bad. I wish it was closer to this 5 to 7 minute mark. That's how much time I wish I can invest. That's one thing I liked about Dirt 4 with the procedural generator. There's the screen tearing again. It's annoying to look at. There's no doubt about it. Definitely not making excuses for the game. See if I can... Could have been worse. Could have been better. Another thing I really appreciate about this game is if you look at the left there where the class leader is and my red arrow or marker is ahead, I really like that you get to see where that class leader is. Really, really appreciate that. You don't get that in Generations. But yeah, hopefully this game gets patched up. Get rid of the screen tearing. Polish it a little bit better. And I truly believe, I really, really, truly believe that with a couple of subtle things added to this game, and it could be a clear winner over Generations. Add those extra camera angles, polish up the game, make the shadows not so dark. Mind you, it's that time of day, I think. And I think we have a worthy contender. Because I'm not always in the mood to go for a drive or a race where I'm driving against other cars. Even though technically you are competing against other cars, the main challenge for me that I like, it's the environment, it's the track, it's that narrow, linear track. And kicking the shit out of the AI on the easiest difficulty. That always feels good. This part's glitched. Stop by the marshal. You stop by him, and it does, like, nothing. Well, it doesn't do nothing, but sometimes it just stays there, and then you gotta, like, back out, and then it gets all, like, wobbly and stuff. See? You drive into them, and see? Right here, it starts shaking. Look at that. Tearing. Or shaking, or twitching. Whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, it's a 10-minute video, and that's about how long I want to keep these videos. It's just to highlight the gameplay. It's not so much to get into the intricacies, how to play, how the management of your team goes. Quite honestly, I don't really care to showcase that because I wouldn't really know what to talk about exactly. I just want to be able to, once in a while, underwhelming first place event podium there. Just, yeah, there you go. I just want to keep up with the game and how it evolves, if it does at all. And that's pretty much it. And then we can finish the event, kind of dragging on the video. No, I'm just kidding. Make it longer than it needs to be.
Quality work with the manufacturer hospitality event. Max was chuffed with our performance. Building these relationships with the manufacturers at these events really makes Max happy.
Post-event repairs, because that was not our car. Excuse me, it was a loaner. This is what this looks like. Sorry, vehicle over budget. Yeah, that's because I bought a car. I don't think I was supposed to. It's kind of weird. I'll show you one last thing here. One last thing.
So we're cruising through this season.
Okay, that's great. So when you go to, let's say, customization, just bam, livery editor. For me, this wasn't in Generations. Just boom, just right from within the career. Giddy up, let's go. Let's dive right into it and just swap out different liveries just like that. You couldn't do that. At least I couldn't. Was never able to figure out how to do it. It was so frustrating. To me, that was a pitfall of that game. Now the staff, fairly easy to look at. You know, very simple. Garage, you could just from here look at all your cars. I don't even think you could own more than one car in Generations. And I could go and view the vendors, see what other cars are for sale, all like from here. And there's a plethora, a cornucopia of cars here. Way more cars in this game than in the other one, which I appreciate very, very much. Calendar's a little bit wonky. Well, at least I think it is. So you just go from left to right. So there's events that I've skipped because I didn't meet the car. I just didn't have the car. And naturally, you can't go back in time. Right? So I could go here and select again. This activity will take 2 calendar weeks to complete. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm just going to cancel that. I think this is the one that I'm currently on. I mean, you can skip right ahead to this one if you want. Rally Sweden, it might say that you need a car. And I was like, oh, I need a car. I think if I select this one, for example, I don't have a car that meets it. Oh, no, I have to return to the current week. Although I can skip it. See vehicle required. I don't have that little hand with the target symbol above the number 2 at the bottom of that thing. I think that showcases that you do have a car for that event, whereas these ones, vehicle required, vehicle required. So if I were to select it, it would just tell me that I don't have the car, then you got to keep buying all these cars. It's a little bit frustrating, essentially, is what it is. So yeah, to go on to the next one, sorry, I backed out too much. I would have to reselect the same one and just kind of go on to continue. Team is currently overspending. Yeah, whatever. We're overspending. And see, we didn't get that error because we do have one car that matches it. And again, if you look at the bumper at the bottom left, you see that little target symbol with the hand. I think that just means, hey, you have a car in your garage that will correspond with this race, with this event. And we could pick our engineer. We can assign somebody else. We have nobody else. So then we would just start the championship. And that's what it would look like. So I ended up making this video almost 1.5 times longer than I wanted to. It's an event, a 1 of 5 in the snow. You know what? I'll give you a little sneak peek. Because I know you're excited. Okay, nobody asked you for your input or yours either. Zip it. We're in the dark. We're really in the dark. That's the lights. I wish there was, I don't know, there was a lot of things I wish there was that I still don't understand how to do. So one thing I really enjoyed with the angle camera options of Generations is that you could really tilt it down so it would be like this. So if you had like the really big visor, you could still like, I'm going to restart this event anyways after. But yeah, look at that. I'm just zipping down. I mean, I'm bumping into things, but Doing way better than in that other game. Yeah, so some of the things that you can do, you just can't do it during the race, I believe. Yeah, so let me show you this. So you see how my view is here? See it with the right stick, I'm moving it down. You could have it so that you could leave it like that if you wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like you could change the height and the angle of the camera, and that is something that I absolutely adored about Generations. We don't have that in this one. I do know that there are some things that you can do. Couple things. But yeah. Oh, well, there you go. The brightness of the screen, that should be barely visible, so 10. That'll be good. See, controls. We can edit the device. I've already talked about this before, but we're at the end of the video here. Binding, sequential. There's that whole thing again where we can change. See? Move the seat forward. We can move the seat up. See? Move the seat down. I have it binded so that we can move the seat down. And then reset seat is to the right on the D-pad, but it doesn't work. So I'm going to try that again. Steering sensitivity. I'm going to bring it down to 10. And then I'm going to back out, and I'm going to show you what I mean here. So, if I click right to reset the seat, nothing. See? D-pad left, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. Whether I hold it or I tap it, it just doesn't do anything at all. So to me, that's frustrating because I would like to be able to do that. So I think it's a glitch. Somebody, somewhere I read that you have to be out of the race. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense in a way. In a way. Not really. Because you could do it in Generations. I know I keep going on about Generations. You're going to be like, why don't you just go back to Generations? I don't want to. I really, really don't. Yeah, we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Anyways. Ultimately, in the end, I am having fun. I did that on purpose just to kind of show you the physics. That was a bad little terror hiccup there. Yeah, this can't be taken seriously. Okay, so we'll pretend like that didn't happen. We're just going to quit. And I'm going to end it here. As always, you like the video, thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. We bend it in half and twist it. You want to subscribe? Whatever. Naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.